Hey everybody, today I want to go over what I think is possibly one of the most incredible things that we don't even know about, is that all of the mountains and hills and all the high lands, I think, could possibly be melted buildings. And then the grass just grows right on top of it. And it turns into rock, and over time it just deteriorates. But I'm going to prove it, and I'm going to show you a bunch of pictures here of mountains turning into buildings turning into mountains. And it's just incredible. I mean, if you look throughout the world, there's so many photographs and proofs of this. It's remarkable. It really is. And the fact that nobody knows about it is another, I think, crime. And I think that's a great thing that we're doing here, is we're all looking and researching together. And it's really, really cool. And, you know, it makes you wonder, what could we be walking on every day? I mean, is it just every 400 years they wipe us out and then they destroy all the buildings somehow with some sort of, I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, that'd be great. Comment below and let me know. But my thoughts on it are that it is, I think all the land here is possibly just all created based on buildings and structures, and then we just build right on top of it. And there's so many things and evidence of this. Underneath cities, there are so many buildings that they've found. And like, I don't know. I also feel like maybe space could be a thing where they're trying to make you look up so that you don't look down. You know, we also don't have the resources to just go digging around. Like, we can't just dig in our, you know, we don't have a shovel, like a huge shovel, you know, and to go digging. And but even if we did, maybe they just destroyed it so well. But there are so many things around the world, though, that are not destroyed, and that there's like melted, like, rock forming on the building, like, just doesn't make sense. I mean, when you really look at it, it's obvious that it's some sort of weapon or something that they had that melted these buildings and turned them into mountains. It's incredible. And if you look in the desert, you know, maybe I have a great theory about the desert. I would not be shocked if maybe the melting, whatever melted this stuff, just hit that area so much harder than it hit. Maybe, I mean, that might be where all the big structures were, where all the big cities were and everything. And this time around, it would just hit too hard last time that there's no grass there anymore. You know, it just destroyed and wiped out that whole area. I don't know. I mean, it's really interesting to look at these pictures and think about, but I do think that that's possible. I think that they have some sort of technology that they did not want us to see, the old stuff. But there's leftovers, and we're figuring it out. I think we are. There's too much evidence of land that looks like land but has windows, and you're able to go inside of it. Just doesn't make sense if you're believing the mainstream narrative. But it makes a lot of sense if you think about it the way we're thinking about it, and open-minded and just looking with your eyes. Obviously, I mean, where do they think that all this land's coming from? You know, do they think that it's just, I appeared one day? I mean, I think it's very possible that it started out with no land, and over time we were able to create all of this land. And I mean, these are just theories, but maybe like as things got bigger and they just died in the water, and it just started forming land, and it's just an idea. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just brainstorming at this point, but it's so much fun to think about and so much fun to look at. These pictures are so cool. And then one last thing I wanted to bring up is, if this is true, that all these mountains are actually old buildings, what kind of building was Mount Everest? And I mean, that could have been a huge structure. And also things in Antarctica, maybe they weren't able to wipe it out with their technology, and that's why we can't go there. They won't allow us with the Antarctic Peace Treaty, and all countries agree on that, and it's the only thing that all countries agree on. It's just very odd thing to agree on, that people are not allowed to explore land that we are born here, and where we want to explore there, and they're not allowing us. And I feel like that's going against our free will. And at that point, that's where they cross the line, because we do want to go there, we do want to explore, and they're not allowing it. So I don't know how that affects the whole system, but I know that we're supposed to have free will. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. I hope you guys liked it. Subscribe and comment below if you have any extra things to add, or anything you'd like to say. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great day. See ya.